Ollie, Harry, how sweet was that? The first victory in this fixture in this stadium.
Yeah, no, really important result. You know, Chelsea are a top team, tough to play against them. We've struggled, especially here at home, against them in the last few years. So, yeah, really important win. We played really well, especially second half. I thought we really put our foot on the pedal and, yeah, deserved a 2-0 win.
If the victory was sweet, Ollie, how sweet was your first goal for Tottenham?
No, it was great. First goal, so it's always a special one, and to do it in that game, yeah, it means a lot.
Be honest, could you have hit it any better? It was absolutely magnificent.
No, I mean, I think I cut across it slightly. It wasn't completely clean, but, you know, when it drops on the edge of the box, we do a lot of work on getting those second balls. So, no, it just bounced up nicely, so I thought I'll give it a hit.
Well, let's ask an expert in the subject. How good?
No, it was top quality, wasn't it? It was as good as you can hit them, really. And like Skippy said, we work a lot in training about edge of the box finishing from second balls, and he's been working hard, so nice to see it pay off.
The fact that you came here as a boy and come through the club, it must be such a proud moment for you.
No, it means a lot. I think Harry will echo the same feeling. When you come through the club, you know these London derbies are massive, so we know how much it means to the supporters, and we know in the last few years how difficult some of the games have been, so it's been nice to put a few smiles back on their faces.
And how proud of you is another clean sheet?
Yeah, I think the boys at the back were brilliant. They didn't create too much. They might have had a lot of the ball towards the second half, but everyone dug in, everyone making tackles, making blocks, doing things that you need to keep that clean sheet.
Was that the key today, Harry, the unity out there?
I think so. I think we spoke about it a lot over the last few weeks now. Clean sheets are going to win your games because we have good attacking power, we're going to create chances. So, and we've done that well, you know, apart from the Leicester game, which was a blip, but the games around that we've played pretty solid this season. We're going to have performances like that today.
Obviously, Antonio Conte wasn't here today. What's it like? Because you're still playing for him. He's micromanaging. He sees every training session. He's on the phone all the time. What is that like for you?
Yeah, it's different. It's of course it's difficult. You know, we want our manager to be there and be with us, but we know he's doing the most important thing for him and his family at the moment, and staying healthy. So I'm sure he's itching to get back. I'm sure it's not nice him watching it at home. I'm sure he'll be jumping up and down around the living room. So yeah, we just got to stay focused.
Ollie, what would you say about the next 10 days for Spurs? Huge games going, the FA Cup, Premier League, and of course Champions League.
Yeah, we've got quite a few games in the next period, and you know the FA Cup's another competition we want to do well in, and you know towards the business end of the season, these games keep coming thick and fast, and if we want to be where we want to be, we've got to keep putting in performances like that, and hopefully even better.
Well, a very special day for you today. Congratulations, you were the player of the match as well. Harry, do the honours, please.
Well done, mate. Cheers. Well done. Great finish.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
They were solid when they needed to be, and they looked really dangerous on the counter. And it's just really, I know Conte wasn't there today, but it was just exactly how Conte likes to play. And when they do it well, they look dangerous.
Let's have a look at this goal then. 19 seconds after the restart.
Yeah, no surprises, Steve, as well, what's going to happen here. You look at all these players all lining up. This ball's going to go back, and then there's a player just out of shot there that's going to launch it further up. But what we are a little bit surprised at, Glenn, is when we just run it through just a second or so, look at this back four of Chelsea. They all take almost a step back as the ball goes back 20 yards.
Yeah, we spotted it. I mean, the ball's going back probably 25 yards, even more than that.
Yeah.
And their first instinct is to drop off. Now there's still 2 seconds for the ball to travel that distance. Look where they are. It's midfield. It's Loftus-Cheek going up for the header. That should be a centre-back or a back four player, and the midfield should be pushed in. I think without Thiago Silva on the pitch, they would have been up there.
So
and
that should be the back line around there.
Yeah.
Midfield sort of in this type of line.
Absolutely. That's the simple side of the game. Their first instinct, as you say, was to go back. The ball's gone back 30 yards. They're going backwards.
Yeah.
And that's what Tottenham wanted to do. Their intent to start the game was then you have the second ball and the space to get the flick on, and you're straight at the back four, and the rest is history. They keep the ball really well, and they could have scored with Emma's. Look, Sterling sleeping.
Yeah, one long ball, Steve, and a flick on, and they're on the edge of the box straight away. I mean, this should have probably been a goal from Royale to start with. He probably needed to go for power here as opposed to precision.
I think he needed to drill it. I think West Ham, he placed it, didn't he, in the corner. Yeah. We saw it before the game. He's trying to do it again, but this is
fantastic. As well, this area, isn't it?
Yeah.
Second balls.
I think, Michael, in that dressing room, when the sending off was changed, I think Christian Stellini and his staff would have got right at them. They started right on the front foot, and Chelsea started slow. And this is a great example of determination to get that ball, get in front, and take his chance. Now, Kepa might have done a bit better, in my opinion. The distance of the ball, he gets a little finger to it. But look how deep they are. This is the first seconds of the second half. Look how deep they are there. Tottenham are on the edge of the box, and they haven't had to do that much. Suddenly they've got a chance. Chelsea are on the back foot. They scramble it away, and for me, that's where Skip, he scored the goal with a great effort, but he's won it with the determination of leaving Felix for dead.
Yeah, I think this is the best angle, isn't it, goalkeeper-wise? He's just, his weight is on his right-hand side, but he gets enough on that with his hand. I think it's a goalkeeper mistake, personally, Steve.
That's the braveness. He's gone in front of Felix. He's struck it really well, because sometimes when the ball's going away from you, to generate the pace is quite difficult, but he's got enough pace on it, and as Michael says, the body weight's just going to the right. And when it happened, we said, was that top corner?
Yeah,
and we
or did it take a deflection?
I was thinking it's gone a bit central for me, but the keeper, I think Kepa could have done better because of the distance. Sometimes if you haven't got reactional time because it's 8 yards away, you can't do it. That's coming from a long way.
So early in the season in this fixture, we saw Harry Kane score late on for an equaliser. Today, we saw him score late on to seal it.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's from a set piece, this one, Steve. An outswinger, Son's on the ball. And this is a simple near post header onto the back post, and we see Harry Kane sweeping up at the back. I think the first question is that foul from Eric Dyer? Is he climbing all over Mason Mount? In terms of Harry Kane, he adjusts his body really, really well. But this is the area we're looking at here. Glenn, not sure what you think.
Well, I think anywhere else on the pitch, that could be given as a foul. Look, he's pinned him down, Mount. There, look, that looks a foul to me. I've got to say, my real crux from Chelsea's point of view is, look, if we can play that back, look at Sterling. What is Sterling doing, being marking Harry Kane? And then, typical, he's a wide player, he's an attacking player. He's picking up Harry Kane there at the back post.
He's not even looking at. He's not even looking at the ball there.
But what does he do, Michael? He's there, putting him on. Then he lets him go.
Yeah.
If you're a defender, or hey, listen, every Chelsea player, when you're defending a corner, is a defender. He's not an attacker. But one, what's he doing picking up Harry Kane? Two, stay, do your job, see your job out. Chilwell's looking at the ball. He lets Harry Kane go. And there, the little difference is, Harry Kane picks up loads of goals from set plays in that back post, doesn't he? Makes that little movement.
And you know what? I love the way he makes it look so simple, because people will be watching this, Harry Kane here, and just think, oh, it's a simple tapping at the back. But do you know what? Lots of people will plant their leg there. Just have a quick look at that. Lots of people will plant their leg and swing and thrash at it. I'll just take it before. Just watch the little hop he does with his standing leg, his left leg. Here it goes. And he hops into it to almost, not to smack it,
just guide it.
Just to guide it, just to knock it into the ground. You don't have to hit the ball out the middle of the ball every single goal. We saw the same situation at Crystal Palace last night. Somebody trying to lash it into the goal. And just a little hop, skip and bump, and you're just smothering it.
It's a great point. It's a great point. It's natural, isn't it?
Exactly, but it's not obvious, is it?
No.
But those tiny details make him miles better than everyone else, just because they understand the right finish and they can get their body into a position to make it.
Yeah. I mean, he had to be agile to get it, but you're right. It was a brilliant point. Just that little getting off the ground, the power's on the ball. The ball was travelling quick enough. He just needed to guide it in. So it was a really good goal from Harry.
Let us take a hop, skip and a jump to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.